Dear friends and scholars, welcome to this video presentation. I am Dr. I.J. Sudas S.J. from St. Xavier's College of Education, Palayam Kotai, a former associate professor and a research supervisor. At the moment, I am the principal of Punitha Valanar College of Education near Tindakal. This is one of the other videos with regard to net related videos. I am handling the 8th unit, namely Information and Communication Technology. What is the syllabus here? The latest syllabus 2020. ICT, General Abbreviations and Terminology, Basics of Internet, intranet, email, audio and video conferencing, digital initiatives in higher education, ICT and governance. Well, dear friends and scholars, in this video, we are focusing only on part 1, namely ICT, general abbreviations and terminology, also certain basic aspects of internet, intranet, email, etc. In the second video, part 2, we will be treating audio and video conferencing, digital initiatives in higher education, ICT and governance. So this is the way in which we will be handling this particular unit, namely Information and Communication Technology. Let us enter into the video. Dear friends, what is information technology? Information technology deals with the technology used to handle information. It concerns with the storage, communication and processing of information. Information technology includes various modes of information delivery such as printed media, radio and television, computer and internet into one integrated environment. What are the examples of information technology? Telephone and radio equipment and switches used for voice communications. Traditional computer applications that include data storage and programs to input, process and output the data. Then data, voice and video networks and all associated communications equipment and software, they are all information technology. One of the net questions: which of the following is the appropriate definition of information technology? Well, in these statements, one statement will be the proper definition of information technology. Other statements may become part of the definitions. So we are supposed to choose the most relevant definitions. So that way, if you read all the 4, you will find out the option C, that is the most relevant definition of information technology. That is, information technology refers to the use of hardware and software for storage, retrieval, processing and distributing information of many kinds. Other statements, they become part of this definition, but it is not complete. That is why we take option C alone. What is communication technology? Communication technology refers to all equipment and programs that are used to process and communicate information. Experts in the communication technology field specialize in the development, installation and service of these hardware and software systems. Communication technologies include the internet, multimedia, email, telephone and other sound-based and video-based communication means. What are the uses of communication technology? Easier sharing of information, faster and reliable communication, communication to a wider audience. I can reach out to thousands of people through communication technology. Higher productivity and lower cost. Once it is installed, machines have been bought, then it is really productive. We can reach out to thousands of people with all our software materials. It is there is reduced language barrier because a lot of translation facilities are available, and that way it reduces language barriers. What are the new communication technologies? New communication technologies include microelectronics related diminution, digitalization, computerization, globalization of communication, instantization, customization, automation, robotization, and laserization. All these new communication technologies are available in today's multimedia communication technologies. Digitalization, very fast and accurate computer programs, internet programs are available because of these new communication technologies. What are the types of modern communication devices? Cellular phones. In 1979, the world's first cellular telephone network went online in Tokyo, Japan. Smartphones. A smartphone is a small computer that also functions as a telephone. And also we have today laptop computers. A laptop is a mobile computer. And also we have personal digital assistant. All these things become modern new communication technologies. What is ICT? Now, ICT refers to technologies that provide access to information through telecommunications. This includes the internet, wireless networks, cell phones, and other communication media. ICT covers any product that will store, retrieve, manipulate, transmit, or receive information electronically in a digital form. For example, personal computers, digital television, email, robots, all these are examples of ICT products. ICT stands for what? This is one of the next questions. It stands for Information and Communication Technology. That goes without saying, absolutely no doubt about it. ICT means Information and Communication Technology. What are the key benefits of ICT based education? ICT based education promotes learning by doing approach. ICT based education enables a self paced learning. That means the learner can learn according to his speed. It provides access to a wide range of up to date learning materials. It enriches learning through a combination of audio, video, images, text, and animation. It enhances learning through interaction and collaboration. ICT, one of the ICT is one of the economic development pillars to gain national competitive advantage. It can improve the quality of human life because it can be used as a learning and education media, the mass communication media, in promoting and combining practical and important problems such as the health and social area. What is the fact about technology? Over 3.8 billion, 380 crores people use the internet today, which is 40% of the world's population. 8 billion devices will be connected to the internet by 2020. More than 570 new websites are created every minute. How can ICT help students? ICTs can enhance the quality of education in several ways by increasing the learner motivation and engagement, by facilitating the attainment of basic skills, by enhancing teacher training. ICTs are also transformational tools which can promote the shift to a learner centered environment. How ICT is useful for a teacher? ICTs helps to provide access to more and better educational content. It helps in routine administrative tasks. It provides models and simulations. Simulation means, once again, models of effective teaching practices. to help learner support networks both in face-to-face and distance learning systems. Now another net question, which of the following statements is not correct? Is not correct, they are asking. Computer is capable of processing digital as well as analog signals. Computers are analog and digital signals in order to process raw data into useful information. Which is the wrong statement here. Computer is capable of processing only digital signal. It is not true. Computers are capable of processing both analog as well as digital signals. Well, analog computers are quite good at at giving fast results, whereas digital signals give the most accurate information. Somewhere in between is hybrid processing, which is meant to combine the advantages of the above two technologies. So it is both actually. In many areas of the internet, both are used. The characteristics of computers: it has an incredible speed. A powerful computer is capable of performing about 3 to 4 million simple instructions per second. It has large storage capacity. Computers have every large storage capacity. It is diligent. Computers do not suffer from fatigue and lack of concentration. It is versatile. Computers can perform a wide range of jobs with speed, accuracy, and diligence. Another net question, which of the following is correct statement? Computers can be used for diagnosing the difficulty of a student in learning a subject. Very true. Psychological testing can be done with the help of computer provided a software is available. Very true. A set of instruction is called a program. Yes, it is very true. So all these statements give some idea about the computer. So the right answer will be all the above. What is information and communication technology? What can it contribute in education? It can contribute to universal access to education, to equity in education. That means in ordinary life, we may not get the chances to exercise certain things. Whereas through computer, we can experiment any number of activities. So that way, it gives equity in education. Equity means, equal chances. If certain companies or certain schools or certain colleges do not provide enough opportunities, certainly computer gives you the nice opportunity to experiment with anything. So that way, it can contribute to equity in education, equal chances. And it can contribute to the delivery of quality learning and teaching, to teachers' professional development. It can contribute to more efficient education management, governance, and administration. Now, who is the father of ICT? Claude Elwoon Shannon was an American mathematician, electrical engineer, and cryptographer. He is known as the father of information theory. How do you integrate ICT in education? ICT has become integral to the teaching learning interaction through such approaches. For example, we can replace chalkboards with interactive digital whiteboards. We can use students' own smartphones or other devices for learning during class time. We can intelligent flipped classroom model where students watch lectures by the teachers. What are the best practices of ICT integration in teaching and learning? Communications via emails, use of the web in researching and locating resources, creating online groups and building wikis, blogs, participating in online collaborative activities, applying technology enhanced web based lessons in the classroom, etc. What is the meaning of flipped classroom? Actually, it is the reverse of the common practice in the classroom. Normally, the teachers teach and students go home and do the assignments or homework, everything. But through flipped classroom, students are made into active contributors in learning for their own learning. So that way, a flipped classroom is an instructional strategy and a type of blended learning focused on student engagement and active learning. Flipped classroom gives the instructor a better opportunity to deal with mixed levels, student difficulties, and differentiated learning preferences during in-class time. A flipped classroom is a type of blended learning where students are introduced to content at home and practice working through it at school. They are introduced to content at home, and then they ask uh, explanations, they clarify the doubts in the classroom. So that way is the reverse of the usual classroom situation. Which of the following statements is correct? Virus improves the speed of processing information through computer. Not at all true. Internet does not allow the virus to spread. Why should it spread? Virus is dangerous. Virus is a part of software. It's very true. Virus is an operating system. Not at all true. Virus is a part of software. That is true. A computer virus is a malicious software program loaded into the user's computer without the user's knowledge and performs malicious actions. It can self-replicate, I mean it can expand itself, inserting itself onto other programs or files, infecting them in the process. Finally, we cannot use the computer at all in normal functioning manner. What are the functions of protocols? There is a data sequencing, there is a data flow, there is a data routing, encapsulation, segmentation and reassembly, connection control, all are the functions of protocols. Multiplexing, order delivery, transmission services, addressing, flow control, error control, all are parts of this computer system. Now we go for common technology abbreviations. What is computer? What is the abbreviation for computer? It is common operating machine particularly used for technical education and research. What is MOS? It is metal oxide semiconductor. Dear friends, when you are learning these abbreviations, you must keep one point in mind. That is, just to go through everything. Go through each and every abbreviation and the expansion also. And then put it in your mind. Close your eyes and then say it to yourself. What is OP? Yes, it is display picture. Put it in your mind. Afterwards you forget it, no problem. When the same thing appears in the exam, you'll be able to tick it correctly. But then you should be carefully reading all such abbreviations, even understanding of its meaning also. So DP display picture, PC personal computer, LCD liquid crystal display, LED light emitting diode, virus vital information resources under siege, ALU arithmetic logic unit, UPS uninterruptible power supply, OS operating system, window wide interactive network development for office work solution, CD compact disc, DVD digital versatile disc, TPPS terabits per second, kbps kilobytes per second, kbps. You must understand what is capital B, small b. Okay, kbps kilobits per second, mbps megabytes per second, GB gigabytes, TB terabytes, HDD hard disk drive, DDR double data rate, CDR compact disk recorder, RAM random access memory, ROM read only memory. These are very important abbreviations. Often this has been asked in NET exams. EPROM erasable programmable read only memory. PROM programmable read-only memory. CD-ROM, compact disk read-only memory. BIOS, basic input output system. MHz, megahertz. GHz, gigahertz. DIMMS, dual inline memory module. SIMMS, single inline memory module. LAN, local area network. VPN, virtual private network. Normally, those who want to keep their documents very secretively, they will use this VPN. It's a private network actually. WAN, wide area network. NAT, network address translation. WLAN, wireless local area network. CAN, campus area network. DLNA, Digital Living Network Alliance. ATX, Advanced Technology Extended. QVGA, Quarter Video Graphics Array. WXGA, Wide Extended Graphics Array. ATI Technologies Inc. CCTV, Closed Circuit Television. HSUPA, High Speed Uplink Packet Access. ASPL, Advanced SCSI Programming Interface. AMOLED, Active Matrix Organic Light Emitting Diode. WCDMA, Wideband Code Division Multiple Access. EDSAC, Electronic Dialogue Storage Automatic Computer. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. IP, Internet Protocol. AT, Advanced Technology. Wi-Fi, Wireless Fidelity, very important one. Certain things seem to be very important, often they are asking. Not at the same time we have to give some consideration for other abbreviations also. Simply, people can ask anything under this. SIM, Subscriber Identity Module. USB, Universal Serial Bus. HDMI, High Definition Multimedia Interface. ESN, Electronic Serial Number. OLED, Organic Light Emitting Diode. VGA, Video Graphic Array. UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. HSTPA, High Speed Downlink Packet Access via Virtual Reality. UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. VDU, Visual Display Unit. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. PDA, Personal Digital Assistant is very important. People may be asking very simple ones. IDE, Integrated Drive Electronics. ENIAC, ENIAC, Electronic Numbers Integrator and Calculator. SMS, Short Messages Service. Ordinarily we use it in our cell phones. IMEI, International Mobile Equipment Identity. GSM, Global System for Mobile Communications. HS, Hotspot. ACK, Acknowledgement. ACL, Access Control List. ADSL, Asymmetric Digital Subscriber Line. AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. ANSI, American National Standards Institute. API, Application Programming Interface. ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. ATM, Asynchronous Transfer Mode. BGP, Border Gateway Protocol, Routing Protocol. You could observe ATM, twice it comes. So according to the context, we have to expand it. ATM, Automatic Telling Machine, another one. Here, Asynchronous Transfer Mode in the Internet. BSS, Basic Service Set. CHAP, Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol. CIDR, Classless Interdomain Routing. CIR, Committed Information Rate. CLI, Command Line Interpreter. CPE, Customer Premises Equipment. CPU, Central Processing Unit. CRC, Cyclic Redundancy Check. Class is very important one. Often people have asked this one. Computer Literacy and Student Schools. DAM, Database Activity Monitoring. DAM, Digital Asset Management. DCE, Data Communications Equipment. DES, Data Encryption Standard. This is important one. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. DNS, very important one. People have asked this in net exams. DNS, Domain Name System. DRAM, Dynamic Random Access Memory. DSL, Digital Subscriber Line. DSLAM, Digital Subscriber Line Access Multiplexer. DTE, Data Terminal Equipment. DMA, Desktop Management Interface. FDDI, Fiber Distributed Data Interface. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. GPIC, Gigabit Interface Converter. GPPS, Gigabit per second. JPOF, Gigabit Ethernet over Plastic Optical Fiber. HTLC, High Level Data Link Control. HTTP is a very important one. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. IANA, Internet Assigned Number Authority. ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. IMAP, this is very important. Often people are asked in the net exams. Internet Message Access Protocol, that is IMAP. IP, Internet Protocol. IPS, Intrusion Prevention System. LLC, Logical Link Control. MAC, Media Access Control. MAM, Media Access Management. MAN, this is very important. MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. NIC, Network Interface Card. ISDN, this is very important one. Integrated Services Digital Network. ISP, Internet Service Provider, important. ITUT, International Telecommunications Union. LACP, Link Aggregation Control Protocol. LAN, Local Area Network. MIB, Management Information Base. MTU, Maximum Transmission Unit. NAC, Network Access Control. NAT, Network Address Translation. RIP, Rest in Peace. No, it is not a Rest in Peace. It is a Routing Information Protocol. RLL, Run Length Limited. ROM, already we have said, Read Only Memory. RSTP, Rapid Spanning Tree Protocol. OSI, Open System Interconnect. OUI, Organization Unique Identifier. PAP, Password Authentication Protocol. PAT, Port Address Translation. PIM, Personal Information Manager. PCM, Pulse Code Modulation. PDU, Protocol Data Unit. Another one is very important, often people are asked. POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3, especially when we are sending emails. POP, Point of Presence. Post Power On Self Test. PPP, Point to Point Protocol. PPTP, Point to Point Tunneling Protocol. PTT, Public Telephone and Telegraph. Radius, Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service. RAM, Random Access Memory, already we have said it. RFC, Request for Comments. RTP, Real Time Transport Protocol. RCP, Royal College of Physicians. SDLC, Synchronous Data Link Control. SDN, Software Defined Networking. SLIP, Serial Line Internet Protocol. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This is very important. This is connected with the email services. Often it has been asked. SNA, Systems Network Architecture. SNAP, Subnet Access Protocol. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. SOF, Startup Frame. SRAM, Static Random Access Memory. SRM, Static Random Access Memory. SSH, Secure Shell. SSID is very important one. Recently people are using this very much. Whenever the computer loses its speed, reduces its speed, then normally people fix this SSID in the hardware and then they increase the speed. So service set identifier, that is SSID, STP spanning tree protocol, TCP or IP, transmission control protocol or internet protocol. TDM, time division multiplexing, TFTP, trivial file transfer protocol, TIA, telecommunications industry alliance, TFOE, trust on first use, UDP, user datagram protocol, USB, universal serial bus, we already said it, VC, virtual circuit, VLAN, virtual local area network, VLSM, variable length subnet masking, VPN, virtual private network, this we already said it, W3C, that is a World Wide Web Consortium, WAN, wide area network, web, wired equivalent privacy, WPA, Wi-Fi protected access, WWW, World Wide Web, CAL, computer assisted learning, CAT, computer assisted training, CMI, computer managed instruction, CPT, computer based training, CML, computer managed learning, CIET, Central Institute of Educational Technology, CABE, Central Advisory Board of Education, CBM, computer based management, CASE, Center of Advanced Study in Education, CCIM, Central Council for Indian Medicine, Career, Center for Advanced Rural Education, Externation and Research, CSV, Center for Science in Villages, CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication, CSTR, Central Staff Training and Research Institute, CWCR, Countrywide Classroom. This has been asked often in NET exams. DOS, Disk Operating System, DIET, District Institute of Education and Training, DEC, Distance Education Council, AVRC, Audio Visual Research Centers, EMRCs, Educational Media Research Centers, TTTIS, Technical Teachers Training Institutes, IETE, Institute of Electronics and Telecommunications Engineers, ETV, Educational Television, SITE, often this has been asked, Satellite Instruction Television Program, NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training, SCRT, State Council of Educational Research and Training, often this has been asked in Unit 10, Higher Education. MLL, Minimum Levels of Learning, NAC, National Accreditation and Assessment Council, ERNET, Educational Research Network, NLM, National Literacy Mission, RFLP, Rural Functional Literacy Program, PCM, Progressive Curriculum Management, AAAS, American Association for Advancement of Science, ABC, Activity-Based Curriculum, FIACS, Flanders Interaction Analysis Category System, that is in B.Ed technology books. You could have seen that. PSI, Personalized System of Instruction, MLS, Mastery Learning Strategy, RCS, Reciprocal Category System, ETC, Equivalent Top Category, FAQ, Frequently Asked Question, SSST, Simulated Social Skill Training. This is very important. People are asked this in previous NET exams. Plato, this also has been asked. Programmed Logic for Automatic Training and Operations. CMC, Computer Maintenance Corporation. CRM, Criterion Reference Measurement. AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education. RSIC, Regional Sophisticated Instrumentation Center. NERIST, Northeastern Regional Institute of Science and Technology. BIS, Bachelor of Information Science Systems. BIT, Bachelor of Information Technology. MIS, Master of Information Science Systems. MIT, Master of Information Technology. ICST, Imperial College of Science and Technology. CSTR, Central Staff Training and Research Training. IIM, Indian Institute of Management. NITIE, National Institute for Training in Industrial Engineering. SPA, School of Planning and Architecture. NIFT, National Institute of Foundry and Forge Technology. ISM, Indian Schools of Mines. IAMR, Institute of Applied Manpower and Research. ECCE, Early Childhood Care and Education. SABE, State Advisory Board of Education. CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. SCRT, State Council of Educational Research and Training, already we have said about it. Now, all the abbreviations, we have covered every other abbreviations in communication technology. If you go through all this, I'm sure you'll be able to answer any question under this area. I'm sure you will be getting 2 or 3 abbreviations in the coming 2020 NET exam also. Now, we will be talking about the basics of internet. What is internet? The internet is a worldwide telecommunication system that provides connectivity for millions of other smaller networks. It's a network in IO. The internet is often referred to as a network of networks. It is a network of networks. It allows computer users to communicate with each other across distance and computer platforms. The internet began in 1969 as the US Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, that is ARPA. This has been asked in the NET exams, to provide immediate communication within the department in case of war. Computers were then installed at US universities with defense related projects. This is how it started, internet started in the world. The internet began in 1969 as the US Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, as I already told you. Computers were then installed at US universities with defense related projects. As scholars began to go online, this network changed from military use to scientific use. Now we are using it today. As ARPANET grew, administration of the system became distributed to a number of organizations, including the National Science Foundation, NSF. This shift of responsibility began the transformation of the science-oriented ARPANET into the commercially minded and funded internet used by millions today. The internet acts as a pipeline to transport electronic messages from one network to another network. At the heart of most networks is a server, a fast computer with large amounts of memory and storage space. The server controls the communication of information between the devices attached to a network, such as computers, printers, or other servers. An internet service provider allows the user access to the internet through their server. What is World Wide Web? The World Wide Web, commonly known as the web, is an information system where documents and other web resources are identified by Uniform Resource Locators (URL), which may be interlinked by hypertext, and they are accessible over the internet. So what is URL? Uniform Resource Locators, connected with the World Wide Web. It enables the retrieval and display of text and media to our computers. The World Wide Web was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. This is a probable question perhaps. So the World Wide Web was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. Who controls the World Wide Web? The World Wide Web Consortium is an international community where member organizations, a full-time staff, and the public work together to develop web standards. Led by web inventor and director Tim Berners-Lee and CEO Jeffrey Joffe, WWW mission is to lead the web to its full potential. They have a mission, no doubt. What is the main purpose of the World Wide Web? The World Wide Web has been central to the development of the information age and is the primary tool. So many people used to interact on the internet. So this is very important, www. Web resources may be any type of downloaded media, but web pages are hypertext media that have been formatted in hypertext markup language. What is HTML? hypertext markup language. What is TCP or IP? Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol is a networking protocol that allows two computers to communicate. TCP/IP can also be used as a communication protocol in a private computer network, an intranet or an extranet. The TCP/IP model is based on a 5-layer model for networking. From bottom, the link, to top, the user application. These are the physical, data link, network, transport, and application layers. Questions may be from this. What does IP stand for? Internet Protocol is a set of rules for sending data across a network. IP address is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network. What is the difference between TCP and IP? The difference is that TCP is responsible for the data delivery of a packet and IP is responsible for the logical addressing. Two different things. Of course, in the same internet you see both the things, but the functions are very different. In other words, IP obtains the address and TCP guarantees the delivery of data to that address. What is DNS and how it works in computers? The domain name system is the phone book of the internet. DNS, the domain name system. Web browsers interact through internet protocol addresses. DNS translates the domain names to IP addresses so browsers can load internet resources. Each device connected to the internet has a unique IP address which other machines use to find the device. What is URL? URL is the address of the World Wide Web page. Also known as the web address, a URL, Uniform Resource Locator, is a form of URI and a standardized naming convention for addressing documents accessible over the internet and intranet. We are often getting URLs in all our videos. We can use this URL in order to spot out that particular video. An example of a URL is https dot two dots and then slash to slash www.computerstar.com is an example I am just giving, which is the URL for the computer star website. Instead of computer star, you can put your institution's name perhaps. Okay. Top level domain names include .com, commercial. This the DNS will have different addresses like this, and at the end it will be given like that. It has got a specific meaning. Suppose if you find .com, it is commercial. If you find .edu, education. If you find .gov, government. If you find .int, organization. If you find .mil, military. If you find .net, networking providers. If you find .org, then it is non-profit organization. Domain name country codes include, even the countries have the domain names. Okay, it is like this, country codes. .au Australia, .de Germany, .fr France, .nl Netherlands, not is a .uk United Kingdom, .us United States, .in India for India, .in, .af Afghanistan, .ar Argentina, .bd Bangladesh, .kw Kuwait, .my Malaysia. What is a web browser? A web browser is an application used to access and view websites. That is called a web browser. It's an application. Common web browsers include Microsoft Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Apple Safari. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page on the screen. What is HTML? HTML is the language in which most websites are written. HTML is used to create pages and make them functional. HTML was first created by Tim Berners-Lee, Robert Kailayu, and others starting in 1989. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext means that the document contains links that allow the reader to jump to other places in the document or to another document altogether. The latest version is known as HTML5. A markup language is a way that computers speak to each other to control how text is processed and presented. To do this, HTML uses two things, tags and attributes. Well, in 2008, one of the questions is this. HTML is basically used to design web page. It's not website graphics tables. HTML is connected with web page. What are tags and attributes? Tags and attributes are the basis of HTML. It is part of that. They work together but perform different functions. What are HTML tags? Tags are used to mark up the start of an HTML element, and they are usually enclosed in angle brackets like this. An example of a tag is H1. Why I am giving this serious thing is that recently this has been asked in one of the net exams in this area. That's why I would like to expand these areas. Okay, an example of a tag is like this, within brackets H1. Most tags must be opened like this, within the brackets H1 and closed brackets /H1 in order to function. Symbols. What are HTML attributes? Attributes contain additional pieces of information. Attributes take the form of an opening tag and additional information is placed inside. An example of an attribute is like this. Just see how it is like this. Within the bracket, then img src, then within quote mydoc.jpg, alt, then equal sign, a photo of my dog. In order to understand a photo of my dog, you are giving attributes like this. This is just one example. It may not be asked, but they may be giving some examples and asking you what it is. Location bar. The location bar below the toolbar is a box labeled location, go to or address. You can type in a site's address and press the return or enter key to open the site. What is status bar? The status bar is located at the very bottom of the browser window. You can watch the progress of a web page, download to determine if the host computer has been contacted, and text and images are being downloaded. You can see it at the end. Scroll bar. The scroll bar is the vertical bar located on the right of the browser window. You can scroll up and down a web page by placing the cursor on the slider control and holding down the mouse button. What is intranet? It's a very important one. People have asked this in net exams. Internet, intranet. What is intranet with an example? An intranet is a private network that can only be accessed by authorized users. For example, a business may create an intranet to allow employees to securely share messages and files with each other in a secretive manner, not to others. Intranet applications are basically software that is used on the internet. They are also software materials. Most applications are similar to internet applications such as browsers, instant messages, and document publishing software, etc. Unlike internet applications, intranet applications reside on the local server. It is not for everyone else. It is in a company or an institution in the local server. The most effective features of intranet. document and content management. This is the main feature or function of an intranet system. Then search capability, information generator, security, integration, sharing and collaboration, then social networking. These are all important or effective features of intranet. So questions can be asked from this. The effective features we know, they may be giving in the alternatives whether a particular word is a part of the feature of intranet. We have to say yes or no or tick it correctly or wrongly. The most effective features of internet, this search capability, information generator, security, integration, sharing and collaboration, social networking. What makes a great intranet? A successful intranet is one that is used to connect people and make work easier. That is the ultimate purpose. A good intranet will solve communication problems, bridge disconnects between teams, it unites the teams, in other words, build culture, centralize information and activity, simplify processes, and improve overflow. What is the intranet used for? An intranet is a private network contained within an enterprise institution that is used to securely share company information and computing resources among employees. That is the purpose. An intranet can also be used to facilitate working in groups and teleconferences also. What is email and its features? Email, short for electronic mail, is one of the most widely used features of the internet along with the web. It allows you to send and receive messages to and from anyone with an email address anywhere in the world. Today, email supports HTML, which allows emails to be formatted the same way as websites. How does email work? An email is an electronic text message constructed and sent through an email client such as Microsoft Outlook. Once written, the sending process begins with the email client connecting to a simple mail transfer protocol (SMTP) server via the internet and through a DSL or line modem. This is how email works. How emails are sent and received. To send internet email, require, it requires an internet connection and access to a mail server. The SMTP protocol is used to both send and receive email messages over the internet. When a message is sent, the email client sends the message to the SMTP server. Are all the mails received and sent through mail server? Every email that is sent passes through a series of mail servers along its way to its intended recipient. Although it may seem like a message is sent instantly, zipping from one PC to another in the blink of an eye, the reality is that a complex series of transfers takes place. What are the types of emails? Newsletters. According to research from Clutch, newsletters are the most popular type of email, with 83% of companies sending them. Standalone emails, lead nurturing, transactional, milestone emails, plain text emails, mobile optimized emails. These are all types of emails. Which protocol is responsible for receiving email? Internet Message Access Protocol. This is IMAP. Already we have seen that. It's very important. It's connected with email. Internet Message Access Protocol. The Internet Message Access Protocol is a mail protocol used for accessing email on a remote web server from a local client. IMAP and POP3 are the two most commonly used internet mail protocols for retrieving emails. Both protocols are supported by all modern email clients and web servers. One of the net questions is this: line access and avoidance of collision are the main functions of what? They are, the main functions of network protocols, not the CPU or monitor or wide area networks, but line access and avoidance of collision are the main functions of network protocols. This has been asked in the NET exam. What are network protocols? A network protocol is an established set of rules that determine how data is transmitted between different devices in the same network. It allows connected devices to communicate with each other regardless of any differences in their internal processes, structure, or design. So, it allows connected devices to communicate with each other. What are the examples of network protocols? Examples of standard network protocols are TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, then UDP, User Datagram Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol, ARP, Address Resolution Protocol, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, FTP, File Transfer Protocol, TFTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, etc. Well, what are the functions of protocols? This I already explained to you. It has been repeated now. What are the functions of CPU in computers? CPU is considered as the brain of the computer. CPU performs all types of data processing operations. It stores data, intermediate results, and instructions. It controls the operations of all parts of the computer. The function of CPU is to read, interpret, and process the information and instruction. The computer does its primary work in a part of the machine we cannot see, a control center that converts the data input to information output, that is CPU. What are the functions of monitor in computer? It is the primary video output hardware of our computer. Its purpose is to print information on its screen so that we can monitor the results of what we input. A computer monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial form. Originally, computer monitors were used for data processing, while television sets were used for entertainment. Modern computer monitors are easily interchangeable with conventional television sets. What are the basic components of computer system? Input unit, output unit, storage unit, central processing unit, arithmetic and logical unit, logic unit, control unit. Which email is best? Gmail is the overall best email service according to experts. Outlook is good for multiple app integrations. Yahoo has good spam blocking capabilities. Zoho Mail is the best option for home business. AOL provides unlimited storage. These are all different types of emails. So all these internet basic features I have collected from net-based resources. Personally, I am not a great expert in this, but after all, these are all basics of computer anyone should know. So I have known, and you are also knowing all these things now. From the net-based resources only, I have taken all these points. How does email work? The moment an email is sent, a message is routed from server to server via the simple mail transfer protocol until it makes its way from the client to the email recipient's email server. The email gets sent first to an outgoing mail server whose job, just like that of the post office, is to transport emails. What is POP and IMAP? POP3, Post Office Protocol, and IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol, both are MAA, Message Accessing Agents. Both of these protocols are used to retrieve message from the mail server to the receiver system. POP moves email from the server to your device, PC, tablet, smartphone, anything, when you are accessing email, and either saves or deletes it from the server and your inbox. POP, that is the main function of POP. With the IMAP setting, email that is received at your mail server stays there, allowing you to track what is happening in each local inbox. So, I have given all the important basic points about internet. and also we have studied abbreviations also. I know these things are something new to most of us, but internet gives us an ample opportunity to know all this. Suppose you don't know all this, simply whatever you don't know, strike that particular word in the Google search engine, you will get whatever you need. This is how I have taken all the points from the internet, actually from the Google search engine. Thank you very much for your listening. Kindly subscribe if you like my video. Thank you very much, dear friends.